This is an impromptu one. And she's having a really good fucking time with her friend. Just having a drink together, shared a bottle of whiskey, bottle of Jim Beam, a few decent old packs, you know. And I laugh. Don't agree on everything each other, you know. We argue, you know, and we like that about it, you know, because we can. And we can argue so much, it's fucking passionate, yet we don't hurt each other, we don't hit each other. Not that one of the comes a fucking giant. It's like, ah. He's a fucking demon, for fuck's sake, right? Uh, but I love the guy, you know, and we wouldn't really hurt each other because we can argue with each other. We allow each other to do so, you know. I asked him to come on and do this with us, but it's not for him. So, you know, there you go. It'd be a great chat with him, you know. We could bring up all sorts of subjects and chat with him and bring up pros and yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. Truth be told, says fuck off. So cat, right? Okay. How do I make this full and yet well live and nobody else? Oh, hey, is that how you see this shit dark like that? You know, we can't be having that crap, can we? Yeah, yeah. I'm looking up again. That same old shit when that should be there. Gotta hear that. Oh, I've got to get out of right from the fucking start. I guess I'm not taking too many fucking notes, right? I'm not really looking up at you. You're there. The camera's there. Or I am because I'm looking at the fucking screen, but the camera uh, and the audio. So let's do this again. That'd be upside down and shit, wouldn't it? Yeah, I thought. So look at that. Well, as interesting as fuck it is, and there's less of me in there, might be favourable. Yeah. Every fucking time. Oh, shit. Look at the ugly spot there. Down the fucking touch. You lucky bastards, right? There he is. I'll go along, you can see all, look at all the fucking, you have a fucking totes all the way around. Spot the shit you know and you don't, right? What things you think you do. I can always have a chat and ask me what shit, right? I got problem. Let's chat shit. There's to fucking us. Chatting shit. So tonight that's what we'll do. Right, exit full screen, see if we ever get anybody live. Can't imagine that's gonna happen tonight. And it's weird that I can actually see myself fucking clearer in this screen than I can in whole fucking screen because it looks too dark. And if it looks really dark for you, well, that's just shit. Or maybe not. But anyway, maybe that'll help a little. So anyway, on this side, not so much on this side. Lucky enough, this is my good side, and you can only see the shit. Maybe that's got something to say with the relationship we share. It has to. Maybe it's why I suffer these fucking horrible coughing. And that's fair enough, you can. Anyway. I had a fucking great night with my fucking friend tonight. Chatting shit like we do. And yet we bring up subjects which are really close to us, you know. We're feeling and their affection on communities we all live and work in. Don't worry, it's not hemorrhage. So, blame the shit. Which I'm now going to have to remove. Excuse me. That's getting fucking better. It's getting less painful to fucking spit the cunt out. Going up though the fucking hurts like fuck. It takes away a few fucking breaths. It's proverbially known as a cunt. And forever we will not be grateful to it. No, throughout the millenniums of time that have gone and the millenniums of time that are to come, and all of you and have will feel that shit. Yeah. Yeah. Bollocks to you. Yeah. They better be heavy and big and be able to draw cartwheels of slices in the earth as you drag them by. Good luck to you. I'm sure the women will love watching it. So what do I normally talk about? The Constitution and stuff, which I'll get back to, but not tonight because this is an impromptu one. And being an impromptu one doesn't mean the Constitution won't come up. Because it is, it's obviously a point that fucking pissing me off, and maybe even my earlier friend will look at either. Actually, there's a lot he won't look at. Mind you, don't blame me with some motherfuckers. He said to me, "You won't look at a black man's cock." I said, "Does that mean you'll look at a white man's cock?" Yeah, of course. Right. So you'd look at mine. Fuck off, silly cunt. I've got to go take a piss once in a while. So we have seen in the news, and I mean the alternate news when I talk about the news. Because when I talk about the news, it has to be the alternate news because I rarely ever look at the generalized bullshit that a lot of people watch. Mass media, is that what I call it? Oh yeah, there's a few euphemisms for them. Shite. Western shite. Lying bastards. Traitors. They should forever hang their heads in shame and all that stuff. Yeah, no, we're not talking about it. We're talking about reality, real stuff. So in the alternate universe, there is lots of fuckers came into this country who didn't fucking belong, got more than the people that ever lived here before for free from a government they don't know, don't give a flying fuck about them, which is weird, right? To spread disaffection and racism amongst the people, to keep them segregated and diverse without being equitable. Because only the Labour Party can provide equitability. Good luck with that shit when 200 fucking million a year die in this country, and those that survive will do fine. They fucking bottle of fucking Jim Beam gone. No, you should have bought two. I'll go get another. So we all know this fucking thing that's happening in this country ain't working. There's an idea that the government's brought in, right, to rise the GDP. Can you believe we can now buy cheeses that are 36 months old? Do you know while we was with Europe we couldn't buy these? 36-month old mature cheese. And you know, this was a cheese. Well, that's what's left of there. Yeah. That's good. Still incredibly creamy. Now, since I've been trying this most of this evening, I've not really come across any salt crystals. You know, wild things you get in certain fucking cheeses, you know. I don't fucking bubble, you know. They just pop and blister. That crap. But this is not an advertisement, but I highly recommend that if you remember cheeses of proper maturity. Oh, man. 18 months to 36 months old. And I don't give the fucking wankers from the fucking dinghies and having the excuse to think that cheese is a fucking gal. You better stick to 18-year-olds, not 18 months, you cunt. You can have a cheese 18 months, but you leave them girls alone until they're 18 and they can consent. Or else. That is really good. And that's Asda. What? Fuck me, right? Mm. It's still really, really creamy, but got more pungency, much more age, maturity, and more cheddar. I've got to go get some more just to try it melted. Oh man. I'll put down a video here. Yeah, let's become the cheese show. It is good though. Hey, they've got different ones at 1836. A little while ago, we can buy it under the EU a cheese older than fucking 6 months if you were lucky. You might get to now, but now we can get to 36 months, 3 year old aged cheese. This cheese has been aged 3 years like it should be. Oh god, I grew up on this shit. The best cheese in the world. And these are the best flavour, but the difference is phenomenal. And these will never be the best at it because there are cheesemakers out there, local farmers that should be making this. Are far superior to this with full flavour. This is good and it's a start, but we need our farmers to make this. Oh, God, man. Yeah. It reminds me why I love the old cheddars. That is good. It's really good. 36-month-old. A cheddar that's been aged for 3 years. Mm. My God, the bodiness, the creaminess, the depth of, I don't know. My friend said earlier, he called it like the flavour of grass, and it's like he could taste the whole history of eating the grass into it, and that's how we put it. I don't know if I could describe it like that. I fucking don't know what that means, but it's fucking amazing good cheese, man. I miss that aging cheese. A weekend here with a weekend. Uh, Staggered. A weekend here with all the people's work around the country presenting themselves as petitioners, protesters, uh, whatever. It's been massive worldwide this weekend. It's been huge. Some may feel like they don't get a sound of it, yeah. But here, where it's been what I expect to see, I have seen, yeah. And those across the pond, they've been quiet, and I'm not gonna have to go and pay particular attention to them and go find them and then spread them around to you a lot as well if you haven't seen them. But I will. Today I saw an assortment of fucking videos from the English Bulldog, man. What a guy, right? Thank you, English Bulldog. You get it. Thank you for what you do. You active too. Graham Moore. And then they give the guys in London against the US. Well, to be honest, globalist and fucking Sadiq Khan. Sadiq Khan, as I always call him. Now, Sadiq Khan couldn't move a lorry by asking the right driver. The right driver, on the other hand, could sort out 40% of the fucking nation's ills. Why do we employ people who are not only incapable, illiterate, retarded, like Diane Abbott? And it's weird, Diane Abbott, like Diane, the goddess of beauty and war, and then Abbott, those that say no to all of those worldly bullshits. Which also means the principle of 2 + 2 = 4. I mean, I'm no mathematician, but even I know that much. And I also know what a pair of shoes are. Now, I remember it also, back in the 70s, a TV show that you came across and said, turn off your TV set and go and do something less boring instead. But you had to watch the show to understand how to do this by watching TV. And there was always one particular geek who wore two odd socks, even though those odd socks were huge all the way up to the fucking knees and covered in different bands of colour. They were obviously odd socks because the colours didn't match. And they had a real weird name for why that was so. And to scare away some sort of ghost or something, I would say it was. I fucking can't remember the word, and I'm not looking it up. And I would not abuse your own industry or fucking intellect and presenting you with such an absurdity. But now we're expected 30 years later to accept said absurdity in everything we say do. Oh, I'm thinking. And also, you are not allowed to say said ideas. You are not allowed to think said absurd ideas. Yeah. That to me sounds like a tyranny. I will gladly die removing from my country. I will not tolerate that crap in my country. Neither should any of my countrymen or countrymen or women, countrymen and women, or their children or grandchildren have to put up with that shite. So I will die removing them if necessary. I will do it gladly. Won't be willing. But I'll see how many of them fuckers I'm going to take with me. Will I buy it? Yeah, so very happy about that cheese. Not much left to eat, and I'll finish it as I go along. But the weirdest shit of all this that's going along is the talk about that poor fucking woman who apparently mainstream say disappeared in a river. Am I going to speculate on her? No, I'm not going to do that. But the idea of that others that are speculating on it, which I certainly expected and you know, unexpected. And those unexpected speculators, known as the news groups of the nation, speculated in diverse and accepted briefs, and only one or two of them dared to mention alcohol and menopause, which should have been left for the autopsy only. So that shows you the scummy work of the police, autopsy, and newspaper, the news, who were so insensitive. And why the fuck would an autopsy even say that this is okay or not? Now, I might have misheard that wrong, but I tell you what, we'll put a pin in that one, and I'll find where I heard that one before we accept that as anywhere true. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm making all this shit right, and none of it rings true. None of it. None of it. And I'm sick to death of hearing all of this bullshit around this poor family, yeah, well, the mother, and there's barely any information, and yet it's being raised to such levels of ridiculousness I cannot fucking believe. No, nothing would be presented by and only by the police as they needed to, as they went forward within their investigation, and everything else should be ignored, disrespected, and waited upon a conclusion. Anything else is disgusting. I haven't seen any good reason otherwise. Doesn't mean it's not out there. There's something wrong with this case, and there's something wrong with the way the police are representing it, and they're making it obvious. And you can't trust the police because they're making it obvious you can't. You can't trust the police when you look at the Rotherham demonstration in Manchester today, where they insisted on manipulating a mass crowd event where Antifa and so-called anti-Antifas would clash. But the police couldn't produce it, and they couldn't get the opposition to Antifa, which were paid to be bus loaded into Rotherham. There is that Roger Ham. Roger Ham. Roger. Oh, Roger Ham. Is that a Roger Bacon sandwich? Don't understand why you do that. Eat the fucking bacon sandwich. Yeah, that's the way. Or is that Rotherham? Rotherham than fucking sausage. Might have a point there. Don't get tired of sausage fests. Anyway, I once knew a gal. No, she's not coming to the next party. She fucked off. Yeah, what a week in news. You got Rotherham being despicable as police as they ever did 30 years ago. They still protect the traitors of the country. They still protect the unlawful. They still protect the people that are against family and community. They have tribes of these cunts, tribes of them. The Grey Wolf, the Tail, the Antifa, those that wear the black hair, that should be upside down like a Saturnalianist with a curve that goes in reverse. So these people they're nothing new. They think they are. They think they designed their own label. And you work for a man who's a billionaire and they think they are the equitable society of all equitable societies, which will produce equitability of all for mankind. And yet, they support the elitist of the elitists. Because they really don't care, because they don't support them. They just get paid by the cunts and do a job. Because, right, they were of a certain principle and it all sounds fucking good, doesn't it? Wankers. Probably not. Reckon they need a bit more iron. And the broccoli ain't doing it. Have you seen the new fucking surveys on broccoli? And the ability to get one up. Should give it a look. Type it and you'll find it. No, no point in. Oh, it's the best beer I've ever drunk. And this is a real king of beers. This is Theakston's Old Peculiar. It's the best beer in the world, by none. Yeah. Give us a more. Yep. No promo. But this is OPEC. Yeah, that don't know, does it? That does, doesn't it? That's weird. So, Old Peculiar. Best beer on the planet. Look it up. You can buy it in Asda. £2 a bottle. I don't think there's another one more expensive. It's a 500ml bottle. 5.6 volume. And 2.8 units per bottle. Where was I? So around the country, protests, petitions, people showing their real passion for law and order. For law and order. Fuck's sake, why are you having to have a demonstration? Why are you having to petition for law and order? For all men to be equal. When it's already written on the Old Bailey and the great lady that sits upon the top of the Old Bailey with her blindfold and her arm out with a sword and the other with a pair of scales. The Old Bailey. It was our Supreme Court. Before the British created a Supreme Court to go above the Old Bailey. The British are wrong to do that. The British are unlawful to do that. We don't need a Supreme Court. We need the Old Bailey. This is where all our superior decisions are made. This is not fucking America. We don't need a superior court. A superior court is a lie for the corporate bullshit of the British. The British who lost during the Second World War. The British and their blimps and the blimps that are the military industrial complex. The British and their nobelies. The British, the foreign interests that come here and take up a councillorship, an MPship, that can become Lord Chancellor, that can become a Prime Minister, like Boris Johnson, an American type, like Rishi Sunak, an Indian. How about others? And some of them, I agree with what they're saying. Not that I've agreed with the previous two, even though I was hoping Boris was going to perform well on Brexit. That doesn't make me a rightist. Just makes me fucking right. Like many Englishmen, Scotsmen, Welshmen, Irishmen, don't want fuck all to do with the EU and the Chancellorship of Germany. You'll fuck yourself. As if you think we was going to buy into a third world wave of Kaisership, der Schaltenheisen, far fucking Gruppen, fucking Helden, SQU. Fuck you, EU. European people, love you all. You're good people. You're the same as us. In the same shite as us. We showed the way with Brexit. Now you need to do it. Go on, Victor. Go on, Romania. Go on, Italy. Giano. Go on, Gael. Germany and France they are moving away. France is going to be a massive uprising by its people before that. Sorry. Yeah, France as well as Germany, to be honest. They will both have to fucking rise high as the people and make sure that something else stands before them than the shite and has that we all allow. We all allow around the world, in all the countries of the world. And we're all looking there just going, how the fuck are these moron shit fuckers leading the countries? Well, they're not leading the countries. They never did and never pretended to. They pretended to fucking put you in your place. And then their pretense became a reality. And that's their intention. So what are you going to do? Just listen, sit there, wait. Maybe that'll be right for you, and the right time you'll shine forth and like Luke Skywalker, destroy them all in your path and set your nation free. Yeah, don't worry about it. What the fuck's this? Yeah. Might have to cut. Yeah. 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 Big fucking juggler cunt. Europe not looking good. Germany has to open its nuclear plant, but it's acting like China, as if it has to save face. When at the end of the day, it has to turn around and say, "Oh, Gruppenführer, I was fucking wrong. I suck your dick. Apologize and open nuclear power plant. You're done, right?" And there shouldn't be a problem in modern politics, you know. Open your pants, sir. I suck your dick. I sorry. You know, because they all seem to be doing that, right? All of them. They're all fucking weirdos. Yeah. They're all degenerates. What else do you expect from these pieces of shit? I'm sick and tired of them. All the people I talk to are sick and tired of them. It's not weird. It's just normal because it's true. It's what really is. The people are sick and tired of their parliament all over the world. And I don't give a flying fuck. Name your country. All right, Victor, you Hungary, fair enough. I apologise. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe even Russia. I've not actually seen a proof against Russia, so hey, Viktor Orban, Putin, anybody else? What? No, 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 no one else. I don't know. I think Italy's doing a good job right now. That woman is something special. She's like DeSantis in fucking Florida. Doing. Not talking about it. Just fucking doing. It's those that do against those that say and promise and promise. When the promise, right, put a bullet in the red. Because they're wasting not only your time, they're wasting your great grandchildren's time. Because it has that much effect today. Policy today affects our great grandchildren. Even if we're going to have any, the way they're running it today. Because their intention is to reduce, isn't it? Because escalatory deaths of 3,000 a week in the UK. 3,000. It jumped from 1,600 to 3,000. I'd say fuck me, but that'd be crossing boundaries. I wish I could fuck someone. Yeah. But I think Jamie Savile, I'm not a necrophilia. Mm. Hello, Lisa. Mm. Yeah. Can't speak proper right now. Heartbreaking. Uh, thinking of that. Sadly, no way longer with it. I miss her. Always will. the love of my life. So, we're talking about what's this about? So, Europe's time. Which one do you think is going to be the first one to collapse? Germany, France. Who's going to be the first one to come out of Europe? I think it's either France or Germany. Obviously, candidate is Italy, Hungary, Romania. And who would be the fifth? Tell you what, those that watch, put a comment in, and we'll talk about it next time for the fifth. So the fifth EU exit is so Gabby, France, Germany, Hungary, Italy. Oh, only leaves one place, doesn't it? If it's anybody else above these, this one. Oh, these five. Within the next 6 months. And I think it'll be a financial crash that forces them out. And they make an emergency decision to stabilize their own money in their own country. I hope it in that country that I've just put that name down. I really hope it in that one. Because they will survive that. Oh, you bastards. You bastards. That would be horrible. Because other countries can survive it. Mind you, I suppose the idea of their survival of that type of idea would probably be better placed on their shoulders because they fucking do it all the time. So maybe it just wouldn't send enough shockwaves around the world without it being one of the other fours. Seriously. It sounds fucking right, that actually. That cheers me up because the best stories I ever heard came from there, and it delighted me as a young, you know, even today. And some of these stories, right? And I keep thinking, why doesn't maybe Hollywood make these as real films? They sort of do, right, but they only do a little bit, right, and they think they're really good because they did that little bit, right? But these stories, right, that would be the most mega films ever made. But you couldn't do them in today's society because woke would just destroy the whole fucking point of them. Because these people were beyond woke anyway, you know. They had ideals and theories and philosophies about everything beyond even what woke even thinks about. Well, actually, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? Because woke don't think. it repeats fucking cliches of philosophies they've heard of and went, oh, that sounds good. Stop them. No, stop them. We all know the meaning of that shite, don't we? The world's armies of morons. And it's weird how that's true. That the world's armies are morons. They will shout and barrage anything that is reasonable and go and support the ridiculous and fantastical, even while their own balls are being sawn off by the people they protect, which is obviously true and happening today all around the world. It reminds me of that story about planting Saddam Hussein in the ground and letting passers-by saw at his neck with a bamboo saw. Now, if I remember, that's a real story written in one of the histories, yeah, whether it was Nebuchadnezzar or whatever, right? I don't know. I've forgotten who it was. And correct me in chat when when, what the fuck, if you wish. Not Nebuchadnezzar, and it wasn't him that. No, it wasn't him. Some other fucker. God, that is good beer. Sad it's all gone in a minute, and I've got to make coffee. Hey, bottle of whiskey, 4 fucking Deacon's all peculiar, and between a couple of friends. I wanted him to record our chats and that, and let you listen to them. And I tried talking him into it, but he won't have none of it, which is a shame. And I have to respect his wishes, so I won't do it. I wanted to, because they're really good talks. We're both full of shit, but we prove it to each other. You know what I mean? And that makes them interesting, right? When one man talks to another, yeah, and one man says to another, "You're full of shit," and the other one says, "Oh, okay, but you're full of shit about that, aren't you?" And you go, "No, yeah, prove it." And they do. You go, all right. Because you can't know, because you're reasonable, right? Hopefully, you're reasonable cunts. You're people with the ability to reason, to want more, to be better than who you are now, and what you want for the future, and for the future of your families. If you understand half an home, what your half an home is, and how much you want that for your children and their children, and hopefully their children. Right now, that's not looking fucking good. Yeah. And it also looks planned that it's not supposed to be that way. For you, whitey, piece of shit, whitey. Why are they gonna sing a fucking different song soon? Oh, fucking yes, they are. They are about to hear a song from fucking Whitey like they have never fucking heard before. Not only have they ever heard it before, they have never ever felt it this way before. And they are going to see the rise of the reasoned man. And if that doesn't scare them yet, soon it fucking will. Mm. Who the fuck needs a cracker? So we seem to be moving forward politically and geopolitically into an escalatory way towards, well, obviously most fear a Third World War. While those promoting said Third World War, make out it as though it's not scary at all. Bigger bagger boom. Or is it bigger badder boom? Bigger badder, fucking bigger badder boom. Mushroom clouds are fuck all. Did you see that one that went over Ohio recently? It's all right. They've got it all sorted out. EPA and everything. Water's okay. You can drink that shit. And the beer is breathable. Yeah, you might get an headache for 3 to 6 months, and we'll come in and check on you to see how your cancer's developing. I'm sure it'll be nicely. And then, really, people are talking about the new derailment in Delaware with some more carriage explosions. Not enough information coming out of Delaware, but it's Jesus. Grab some where you can. It's worth paying a little extra for, especially on a special occasion. Very good. It says save it with some grapes, but you tried finding a fucking decent grapes that want seedless. Who the fuck wants seedless grapes? What, so you can feed them to babies? When the fuck do you ever feed fucking seedless grapes to your babies? Fuck off, you're a liar. If you went to feed a seedless grapes to a baby, yeah, you would chew the cunt up first. Therefore, removing the seed and then giving it a pre-chewed form. It's a bit like what we do for people with Crohn's disease. And some of us pre-chew their food for them. Not me. They do it in the lab. It's simulated. Oh, fucking another thing you can trust, right? Poor bastards. Trust is such an precious thing, and a precious thing, a precious thing. Trust is such a precious thing. Mm. Where's that cheese gone? It's fucking really good cheese. 36 months. 3 year aged cheese from Cornwall. It's still really creamy, really mature. Crumbles to firm, as you'd expect with that sort. But it's been such a long time since I've tasted a cheese like that. Now we're finding 18 months, 16 months. No, sorry, no. 18 months, 36 months. And I saw them like yesterday. I went fucking having some of them. Wow. God, I miss them. I remember them as when I was young. And they were normal. You could have your Maldi, whatever the your cheeses, right? But you're extra mature. Those that new dinner. Oh man, it's fucking proper and it's healthy and it's really good fucking food. Not like the other shit produced in a fucking factory. Yeah, sickens me. Good fucking riddance to the EU, right? God, I wish I had another drink. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Wait a sec. It's one of them motherfucking mad things that's gone on recently. UFO aliens are coming down in balloons, right? That people are able to shoot down with $1 million missiles. Because all of a sudden we're overwhelmed with these but unidentified objects, right? Which can now be shot down with multi-million dollar missiles, which previously we couldn't get a fucking lock on. They sent the aircraft into disorientation and electrical lockout. Now we can shoot 2 balloons down without any hindrance. They are ours. We own the skies from balloons. one small public group in the Americas turned around and raised objection to the shooting down of their group's balloon that had already circumnavigated the world 7 times while having permission was shot down in the Yukon. In Canada, and the Trudeau's expressed permission as a fuck you to this small group by hiring out their airspace to the Humanocrat F-22s that were dying to get into their skies to shoot it down, and they did. Well done, Humanocrats. You Americans, right, really think that you have any political opinion that fucking matters in your country? Do you? If you do, and you think your vote matters within all that lot, you're deluding yourself. The small percentage of senators that you actually like, but you on the left, you're AOCs, you on the right, you're Laura Taylor Greene, you're Bobo. Sorry, balls up. I apologise, girl. Actually, like your Bobo. I'm saying it all wrong, aren't I? Two really good women as Republicans. That speak well for the people. But they're not the majority. And they can't get a majority. None of you can. Except the military industrial complex, which is part of Big Pharma and all the other bullshit. Yeah. They're the only ones that can get a majority. The only ones. No other party can. It don't matter if they're Democrat or Republican. You're fucked. The Constitution means fuck all. Because they've wiped their ass on it. And they go, well, smell it. No, speak, see them words, read them. Sing them, shout them loud. Well, they're getting you to smell the shit they've wiped their ass on upon that document. And you try, because you don't know better. Do any of us? Same in this country. Most people believe in one of the two parties. Blue or red. Just a reversal of Democrat and Conservative in colour. Still the same shit. Don't mean anything anymore. They haven't done for a long time. And the people that sort of just come, yeah, yeah, yeah. Why should I bother? There's coming a point when these people that are saying that are going to be poked. And when they're poked, you're going to see a total different fucking venom. Because we know the way you're poking them. And when you poke them this way, like you did in history before with our young girls, and checking their hymens. And if their hymens were intact, you couldn't tax them. And if their hymens weren't intact, you could tax them. So the taxman came along and fiddle-dee-dee-dee. He did. Until he had his head cleaved in with a fucking axe. And so did his accompanying taxman, were chopped down for fiddling with the daughters of Englishmen, which is now being done widely across the country. And they've had enough. And you don't understand the sleeping giant that awakes. Because you think you're not provoking them enough. But more and more of them, day by day, are becoming aware. And actually, as far as I'm aware, it's well above 30% that are aware of that this is possible and actually happening. And are not happy. And they're just waiting for the opportunity to do something. And when Senlac spreads his wings and opens up to embrace his people, when Senlac, the English dragon, unfurls his wings to embrace the English, then everybody else is gonna fucking shit themselves. And that includes all you in Parliament who are English and traitors to the whole of the British Isles. Said that the dragon will destroy the British Parliament. The spirit of the dragon is coming. He's just waiting for momentum, for the right amount of Englishmen to turn on. Is that to say no more? And once enough Englishmen say no more, that'll be it. England and the British Isles will be saved under the Constitution, without Charles and his new lies that he is going to pronounce when he is crowned, who will lie and become a traitor and deservedly open his head to the block like previous Charles have as a traitor. Maybe we'll get a new William. Maybe better yet, a fucking republic. Think about it. Oh, that'd be a good place to turn up. I don't think so. I'm in a fucking chatty fucking mood. And even though no one's fucking watching or tuned in, it's okay. Never know. Might get somebody joining in and wanting to chat and asking questions like the other night. That one bad when was it Rob? Asked a few questions and I give an opinion. Right or wrong. Right. Just opinion. uh, do you know I'm absolutely shattered? I ain't slept in 3 days. Apart from a couple of hours, I'm like, cock's moved. Got this horrible cough. It's really, really dry. And it stretches the. Yeah, and then, right. But it's trying to hack something off the chest, like some glob of phlegm, or, you know. And until it gets it, once it starts like this, it don't want to fucking give up. And that's, oh, it, the cough actually says, right, as you cough right around the rib cage, which anything being as a more robust fat folk, right, as you push forward in the elderly, right, you gain more here. The amount of fucking what, right, so as it pushes forward under the ribs, it becomes incredibly sore because the flesh pass ribs as you cough, it quickly does against each other. There's a violence of flesh and rib. And it becomes very sore. Very sore. Oh, it's horrible. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll just say that fucking. I'm gonna laugh when somebody else says it. If I recognise it at the time they do. If anybody's there at the time they do. Sure. Yeah. Um, yeah, that was painful. Coughing. I have a cough that is extremely painful. Yeah. Sometimes I think it's going to lay me out and I'm not going to wake up. It seems to have, especially the dryness. When if I can get that hacking, bubbly crap off my chest, so it lifts up, and you can. It's not hearing it right now. It's taking the piss by making it laugh. Right? Yeah, it's you. It's a fucking clever cunt. They go, oh, well, that's not my voice. It's, uh, I enjoy its humor. Don't get me wrong. Oh, mm, yeah. It's a base bastard. It really is. Uh, oh, yeah. It's 3 days of pain, no sleep. 2 hours, 3 days, 2 hours sleep. You can't lay down because you end up coughing and standing up and bending over like trying to get out the crap off sticking to your chest. Just some shit. It's a little rusty. That could be from biscuit. Yeah, there's a bit of chocolate in there, so yeah. Doesn't seem that sticky, but it did come from there. Okay, some of the things I'm doing maybe loosening up, or maybe it's tying up and it's loosening up, which I fucking hope so, because I want rid of this crap, and that might be a good sign. Fuck it. That is just getting that little bit up. But sometimes I can't get anything up. It's there, but it won't allow it to rackle and lift up, or ruckle and lift. And it holds, and you holding your breath seems to hold on and on, which puts a hold in your heart because you're stopping the oxygen flow through, even though it's limited already because of this gel heart disease, which is plaque of the arteries. And yes, you can pick and have that whatever you like. Put it down in the comments, and I'll fucking ignore it. Because at some point, I'm going to explain it all to you. So have at it. And if it doesn't explain it, put it further down in the comment, and then I'll have a go and answer it. But until then, put it in the comment. I will read them. Unless you just want to ask us a question about shit, or you might want to be thinking down, or then you just want a clue to which angle to go to. A website maybe that might point you in the right direction. Oh, a YouTuber that might talk the same shit that you're looking at, or not talking the same shit as you. Because we all need to focus on them as well. That are spouting differences. Because we all miss the point sometimes. And the other guy has the answer. It's true. When you keep doing wrong, you ain't got the fucking answer. Why is it all hard to keep doing wrong? You want me to tell you what the answer is? Yeah, okay. It's 42. What the fuck do you expect? Glaucoma and sandals? Desert walks and snufaris? Balloons in the sky? Like rainbows? For your kids to shoot down like they're aliens? Yeah. Might be a good turkey shoot this year. Shoot the alien balloons. No, only the ones with the alien faces on. Leave the red, white, and balloon ones alone. Just shoot the alien ones. No, you. No. No. What travels 7 times around the world without interference, but with acceptance from every country around the world's permission to travel around the world just to see how long this could be kept going. And then got mixed up in some bullshit balloon scenario to be shot down by $1 million missile for a balloon hobbyist. Greatest achievement of seeing how far they could make this balloon travel around the world. They already got it traveling 7 times around the world before being hit by an F-22 Raptor and $100 million missile. What the fuck? You morons. Thinking people believe the shit you're trying to paint with this? You fucking warmongering pieces of shit. And if you think it's a distraction from everything else, we know what's going on everywhere else around the world. We know about the Yemen, we know about Syria, we know about Turkey, Ukraine, and fucking the Antarctic, for fuck's sake. Grow up. Morons. We, the people of the world, of all of our countries, respectively, of all of our constitutions, and under our constitutions, do not give a flying fuck about the military-industrial complex's desire to make money. We abhor it, we disavow it, we reject it, and we fucking say no more. You are going down. All of you, the military-industrial complex. And you will be taken back into the hands of the people of your country. We're coming for you, dick fucks. And you are dick fucks. Oh, the power of the people. And you go, yeah, what a joke. We couldn't even get out of bed in the morning. Which is probably true. It's a good job. Fucking protest and petitions starting the fucking afternoon to evening, innit? Because otherwise we would be fucked. Hopefully they get a good breakfast. The only good breakfast is a full English. Mind you, how about draft to go with it? Breakfast? Whatever. Yeah. Shit, no one's in tonight. And I don't know that I can just keep waffling. Well, I can't now. I can't be asked. Anyway, try again another night. Now.